They're floating. That's where I was.
Floating now.
Yeah, I was floating there.
He actually left my body and watched myself run.
My life actually flies in front of me that day, isn't that, Bookies?
But I felt as if I was drifting in air.
The big white tongue like it's getting it when I was playing football when I was a kid and all his age and all.
It would crack, but I felt as if it was my nose and all cracking.
And around through the back of my head here.
There, but I got hit in the, I remember getting hit in the sort of the face. My head was I was sort of drifting.
Just when I got up, I was all numb down one side, and that's when, jeez, I was thinking, somebody says to me, you've been hit. I said, I haven't. I just heard my arm, says, you haven't, and there was 2 holes in my back, so it was.
I heard the first 6 shots getting fired at me. And then I moved off, and I come out on the street, I stopped and fired down off me, down the street off me here. Another 25 shots. The car was hit 6 times.
The guy just walked across. He shot him once in the head and 3 times in the chest.
And he stuck their gun to the back of my ear.
Somebody shoved this thing on the back of the seat and I could feel it at my back, and I think he should go back. I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going, and I stuck the boot down and off I went, like, you know, and I just kept driving at a pace that would have been just a bit, would all have had our chips if anything had happened. If it had done anything to me, everybody would have got the same medicine sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I knew there's no wires attached to it or anything.
And I started to throw petrol in the back of the car, and they told
With you in it?
with me in it, yeah.
Well, you see, they said they knew who I was and they had my name and address and all, and they said they would follow me, you know.
He was still holding my neck firmly with my head against the window.
Never ever found. I don't know what, they took him to a house somewhere and held him hostage all night.
It could have been controlled explosions or anything in it, you know.
You hear the bullets going, chung, chung, bouncing the wall.
And all this, what I call noise and shooting. Well, I was told afterwards 4 hit me, but I don't know when he fired.
And he rolled the hand grenade in. And you just hear something along the stone ground. You heard it going like in slow motion in the film. And this one exploded. And I could hear him going, chung, chung, chung. You know, all that.
Walking through the curtains and I'm going to bed. I couldn't sleep for a long time.
And I lost my hair within 3 days, just coming out in handfuls.
I couldn't sleep. The car was coming down the stairs, looking through the curtains like that door. Who's that door?
And he was receiving psychiatric treatment for a while. He says, but you can just remember that this guy was so calm.
And got out of the car and ran, didn't stop, ran around the corner. And there was a hedge, I tried to get through the hedge and my legs went to jelly, I couldn't move. I turned around, the car was in flames.
I had to, because it's 4 kids and a wife to keep. I had to go out and work.
If I had decided to go to the flat, stay in the flat, I honestly don't believe that I would ever bothered working again.
I just had to do it because you have a small family, had to work, you know.
Yeah.
Quite honest, like, if you didn't need the money, you wouldn't have done it.
But I never taxied after that, like.
With mine, mine was the youngest taxi on the road, and actually it was the best. Oh, I loved it.
And then did you have to stop after you were shot?
Yeah.
And you hadn't worked?
It was a shit out, like, you know. It's just. So that was it.
Says he calmly walked down. There was no rush, no hurry. He just walked away as nice as you like.